this video, we will be reviewing the correlation between literacy rate and income level.
In this graph that shows the level of income versus the level of literacy rate, you can clearly see a positive correlation between the two, showing that the higher a country's literacy rate is, the higher the average income of that country will be.
For this example, we will be looking at 3 specific countries. We will see how the income level as well as literacy rate has changed dating all the way back to the 1980s. If you look here, we have Mexico, India, and Turkey's literacy rate and income level shown in 1981.
As the years pass, we start to see a common trend amongst these countries. Specifically, we notice a positive correlation between income and literacy rate for all 3 countries over time. The correlation between the 2 variables express an increase in both literacy rate and income over time.
The correlation between literacy rate and income level seems fairly obvious. The more of your population that can read will result in an increase of the income that the population will make. However, for Iran, that is not the case. Here you see that in the 1980s, while there is an increase in literacy rate in Iran, there is also a decrease in income, which is inconsistent to the rest of the data.
Now we will show a graph that displays the mean number of years in school versus income. Similar to the previous graph, this graph that shows income level compared to mean years in school also shows a common positive trend of income and education increasing. And similar to the literacy and income graph, you still see education rising while the income is dropping in Iran. And that is because of the Islamic Revolution that took place in the 80s, having a negative impact on the economy of Iran for many years.
In conclusion, as our hypothesis predicted, income levels rose with the increase in literacy rate for all the countries, with the exception of a small number of countries that had other variables that affected either income level or literacy rate.